Alright, here's going to be a quick little video on, I had this Craftsman riding mower out at our river property, and oh, look at that, there's no motor. I blew it up. So I was going to give you a, oh, mind the mess of the garage here. 2-second tour of what happened and where I'm at and what we're going to do about it. I don't know if it was a combination that the oil was low and whatever, but we actually, if anybody knows what this was the connecting rod that was on the crankshaft. When I was driving it and using it for about an hour and a half, and all of a sudden it went to die and it had a big crunch. I stopped. Asked my dad if he wanted to rebuild this motor, and he's like, no, I don't think so. So I took it apart, and the first thing that I found when I took it apart was there's a shroud that goes over the fins of the, call it a jug. A squirrel or a chipmunk or a mice had this packed so tight in here with moss and grass and leaves. They nested in here. I believe this motor overheated so bad that this pulley, oh, it's still there. This pulley sits on the bottom of this crankshaft, and you can see that? This rear seal is supposed to be, well, that's going to fall over, in the bottom of this guy here to prevent oil to come out. Well, when I got it home and I was taking the motor out, this seal was laying down here, not in the casing. So my thoughts is that this motor got so hot that rear seal popped out of this casting and all the oil came out, and then basically this connecting rod that's supposed to look like this around this journal welded itself to here, and then it snapped. I made a video of how I cleaned this journal up to get all the aluminum up, and it looks very, very good. So I'll post that as a part 2 or in tandem to this project. But I should have just done this at my shop. I own a machine shop, and I thought it'd be fun to just do it in the evenings at home. But long story short, took everything apart. Tons of aluminum debris were all in the motor, in the head, around the valves, in the bottom, even in the ports for the push rods. Got everything cleaned up. The cylinder, luckily, is a steel sleeved cylinder, so there was no problems there. There was some debris in the old rings, so I bought a new set of rings. This is a governor. This is a governor sprocket gear that helps your governor, the lawnmower, to maintain a thing. So that got munched up, you can see. I got a new one of those, ring kit, new seal, and then I bought a gasket kit. I think that's all I have. So I got everything cleaned up. Oh, here's all the chunks of the debris that were left in the casing with the connecting rod. So the reason why I felt confident to redo it, because literally all the moving parts in the schematic are steel crank, steel. This is, oh, might be for the starter. And then this is the cam. This has overhead valves on it. So everything was steel, and the only thing in here that's moving was aluminum connecting rod. So I told my dad, I'm like, that's the only thing that can really fail is the aluminum connecting rod. It's the weakest link, and everything else is steel, so aluminum ain't gonna hurt it. So it really didn't, other than there was just, there was some boogers in the gears. And I picked those out and cleaned them all up and polished the shaft a little bit. I did have to polish up the lobes. They had a little bit of, I guess it looked like pepper. It was aluminum chips that got in there, but cleaned everything else up. Piston was in good shape. The skirts are nice on it. I did make my dad bring in a hone set, and the cylinders were kind of a mirror. They were so polished that I honed them out a little bit and scratched them up, so hopefully they'll seat the new rings good. So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to put this back together, and then for $100 we should be able to be mowing again.